You feel guilty even thinking about taking a break. You've trained yourself to believe that if you aren't producing, tweaking, exporting, posting, that you're falling behind. And I just want to talk to you for a second because the reason your beats have started sounding a little flat lately, it's not because you're untalented. It's because you haven't lived. Now, hear me out. When was the last time something genuinely surprised you? Not a new plugin, not a new sample pack. I mean, a real moment, a different city, different air, different pace, different noise outside your window. Right now, your creative input is basically this: your room, your DAW, your phone, other producers, and that's it. So, of course, your music feels like it's looping. Your life is looping. And you think the answer is to grind harder, more hours, more tutorials, more comparisons. But creativity doesn't come from squeezing harder. It comes from absorbing more. When you travel, even if it's just a few hours away, your brain lights up in ways that it hasn't in months. And you start noticing things again: how people talk, how different cities have a different tempo, how certain places feel fast, other places feel slow and heavy. Some cities feel like 140 BPM just walking down the street, but that's rhythm, that's production. And you can't feel new rhythm if you never leave the same environment. Also, and let me say this gently, if the only music you're consuming is what's trending on playlists and what other producers are posting, eventually you start producing other producers. You stop hearing life and you start hearing strategy. Travel breaks that. You hear random music in a cafe that wasn't optimized for a damn algorithm, and you hear street performers who don't care about your placement. They don't care about their placement. They don't care about placements, period. And you hear textures, languages, background noise that would make insane transitions if you actually recorded them. And your ear expands. And when your ear expands, your sound expands. And there's something else too. Distance rebuilds your taste. When you're producing every day, your taste gets blurry. You don't know if a track is good or if you're just attached to it because you spent 6 hours on it. But when you step away for a week and then you come back, you hear everything differently and you cut faster and you choose better sounds and you stop overproducing because your perspective resets. And here's the part you probably don't want to admit: you're scared to leave because you think someone else is going to outwork you. I totally get that. I feel that way. And you think the algorithm is going to forget about you. You think momentum is this fragile thing that disappears if you rest. But if your entire career collapses because you took 10 days to live your life, that foundation was shaky anyway. The producers who last are not the ones who just never stop. They're the ones who evolve. And evolution requires exposure. You can't make emotionally rich music if your emotional experience is limited to your studio walls. You need conversations. You need awkward moments, new food, new sounds at night when you're trying to sleep. That becomes texture. And texture is what separates good producers from unforgettable ones. I'm not saying sell everything and disappear for a year. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is give yourself permission to step away long enough to miss it. Because when you come back after actually living, you're not just making beats, you're translating your experience into your music. And that energy feels different and people can hear it. So if you've been feeling stuck, flat, uninspired, maybe you don't need another plugin. Maybe you need a plane ticket. or at least a bus ride to somewhere unfamiliar. Go let your nervous system reset, man. Go collect some life and then come back and watch what happens to your sound. And when you do take that trip, I want to know where you went and what changed. Because I promise you, it will change something. Until the next one, guys, peace.